Temple has their starting five on the floor. Tucker, Washington, East, Piper, and Nelson. Tucker, the catch inside on the opposite block and lays it in. Rain Tucker, 6 points, 5 rebounds tonight.
A great execution by Temple in that half-court set. They struggled in the third quarter, but just a little bit more of a set play is certainly something that has helped them.
Hardaway stepping on the baseline. Washington inside. Will shoot 2. When you're behind by a significant deficit as Temple is right now, you just got to stack good possessions on top of each other, partner.
Yeah, I mean, you got to take it one possession at a time, and I think the first 2 in the fourth quarter so far for Temple have been good possessions.
Temple head coach Diane Richardson. DMV area native. Spent many years there on the high school scene coaching as well as on the AAU scene. Foul on the rebound is going to go against Washington. Already twice this year, Diane Richardson has coached against a player that she has coached as a head coach. Billy Chambers at Xavier and Sarah Jenkins at Delaware. East knocked it off of Hardaway, but the official didn't see it.
Well, that would have been a nice change in possession for Temple.
Hardaway initiating for the Mean Green, Jocelyn Moore. She's had a couple of highlight reel blocks tonight. Moore the catch inside and finishes over East.
One thing that I really like about North Texas is a lot of their players, almost all of their players, are so interchangeable. You'll see some of their guards have their back to the basket going up for a shot.
Nelson can't get the roll. Piper on the glass for Temple. This is a foul against Mean Green.
Again, those offensive rebounds just help Temple so much in what they're trying to do each game. And I don't think we've, so far this season, seen a team that has limited or just stopped them from doing what they want to do with offensive rebounds.
Tucker off the inbound, left that one short. Just had it caught a little bit too far in the palm of her hand on that jump hook. That was something I did quite a bit in high school.
Jump hook?
Well, yeah. I was a center.
I mean, I was a center too, but that I never did as a player.
Well, how did you score?
Turnaround jumper.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the same.
I couldn't do that. Yeah, no, I was pretty good jump hook. I could definitely go up and under.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a real true big man move.
Steps inside on Tamisha Lampkin. I also did plenty of that when I was in high school.
Travel. Now I know not to pick you for my rec league.
Oh, no. I'd be very helpful on your team today. Don't you worry. It's just, when I was playing against future Division I basketball players in the Friends League here in Philadelphia, it did not go well.
I understand.
East off the window. Continues her nice night from the field. Her ninth field goal. She's got 19.
Well, Tara East has really just come out and from the start has really kind of made a name for herself in this game, but she kind of died down in the third quarter, as did the rest of the Temple team.
Desiree Colonel commits an offensive foul. Charge taken by Rain Tucker.
Again, we're going to see so many offensive charges, or a few more since we've seen already so many, but both these teams want to drive in the paint, and if you're in the right positioning defensively, you should be able to get some charges.
Boy, it is physical as Debbie Washington puts the ball on the floor. She's a physical driver in the first place, but on the bump and run there with Shamaria Duncan. Foul goes on Duncan. That's already the fourth team foul on North Texas. East. No. Hardaway comes away with the board. Brackens. Oh, she may have got hit in the face. And it's Inez Piper who picks up her fourth personal foul.
Yeah, I think some of these moments for Piper, you just have to realize what you're going to let go. You see a Tucker and East right there in positioning. There's no need for Piper to dig down, especially if she has 3 fouls already.
Colonel lost it.
Substitution for Temple number 22, Tariana Gary.
Comes Tariana Gary off the bench for Inez Piper. Giving the Owls some more speed out there.
Well, in addition to the speed, they need someone to make some baskets, to score, and produce some numbers for them offensively.
Tough night for Tariana Gary continues. Gary is 0 for 8. Brackens got it. Boy, it's just that kind of night for North Texas. Jadasia Brackens with a terrific contribution off the bench here in the second half.
And watching them today warm up and just kind of dance and be loose listening to the music, you can tell that they have fun when they're on the court, and you know they all play together for each other.
12 to shoot. Tristan Taylor, yes, from the foul line, and you wonder if Temple might start to pick up some full court pressure at some point. And North Texas throws it away, thanks to the backcourt pressure applied by Tristan Taylor.
Substitution for North Texas number 4.
We talk so much about this equal opportunity offense, and you know who else is going to step up and help out the starting players. And we talked also about the bench players helping, but Tristan Taylor, she's really one of few that has scored off the bench.
Aaliyah Nelson right back into the game for the Owls. Tucker. Taylor. Taylor. No. Offensive rebound, Tucker. Nelson loads a 3 and got it.
Again, those offensive rebounds allowed the defense to be collapsed in under the paint, allowed Leah Nelson to knock down that 3.
Second three-pointer made by Temple tonight. They are 2 for 21 from beyond. Timeout taken by North Texas. Head coach Jason Burton taking a moment to settle his troops as the Owls have cut it to 16 with 5:19 to go in quarter number 4 in North Philadelphia. Sunday against FAU on the home floor, and then against Wichita State, where Shamaria Duncan will play against her former program, and then a couple of road tests at SMU and South Florida. Meanwhile, the Temple Owls will hit the road after this one. They'll be at Tulsa over the weekend, at Wichita State next week as well. Next presentation here at the Liacouras Center will be Sunday, January 14th. That's a 2 o'clock tip, as the Owls take on Memphis and then Charlotte, and then on the road down to SMU. That's what's coming up here in January for Temple. Owls with a sustained push here to start the fourth quarter. They've got a turnover out of the media timeout.
Great job by Washington to be in that help defense.
Nice catch inside from Rain Tucker. Inbound goes to Moore. She lost it. Washington has a steal.
The full court defense is certainly helping and working in Temple's favor.
Washington, the spin move. And I believe she's getting called for a foul. Going after the rebound. Second on Demi Washington.
Team's third substitution for North Texas number 10.
You know, it gets so frustrating when you are, trying to hustle and make those hustle plays, and you get called for a foul every other time. It's really just has not been Temple's half.
Robinson crossing on Nelson. In search of Colonel. It is loose again. Duncan. Inside. No. She's got her own miss. And a bit too unselfish there, searching for Colonel. Door is open here for Temple. So we approach 4 minutes to go in regulation. Nelson for two. That's good. All come for Aaliyah Nelson. She's got 18.
And again, those three-pointers really have not been working for Temple, but take along too. It makes such a big difference. I know it's a point less, but you can still open up the paint that way.
Lampkin lost her footing inside. Hardaway finds Lampkin, and she will shoot a pair.
Lampkin has really been a fun player to watch, just seeing how hard she works and she hustles just in that possession of her being on the floor and getting back up to make that shot under the basket.
Well, tomorrow night, a pair of NBA matchups on the ESPN family of networks. Bulls and Knicks from Madison Square Garden. That game's on ABC at 8:30. And then Heat Lakers on ESPN at 10. It all starts with NBA Countdown at 7:30 on ESPN. Misha Lampkin continues to shoot the ball well from the free throw line tonight. Nice bounce back for her after she was 0 for 9 from the line in the conference opener against Charlotte. Nelson missed it. Tie up on the deck. Possession arrow pointing in North Texas's favor. Dealing with a wet spot after several players went onto the floor. Colonel to put it in. Does so to Duncan. Robinson on the run. Colonel. Smart decision. Duncan had it poked away by Piper. And she retained possession before stepping over the sideline, before stepping over the half-court line.
Well, it seemed like it was going to be a textbook inbounds full-court play for North Texas, but great job by Piper. She is in foul trouble, but she still is persistent with playing tough defense.
Nelson right down the lane. It's a 12-point game. Closest Temple has been since the first few minutes of the third quarter.
Well, Temple's trying to make a comeback. They've certainly come alive offensively in the past couple of minutes, but they need to keep it up if they want to win this game.
Boy, Tamisha Lampkin with a critical offensive rebound and draws a foul. The foul is on Inez Piper, and that is her fifth.
It's certainly a game that Piper would be able to go back and watch and see some of her mistakes and some of the things that she's done to be in foul trouble. And I don't think all of her fouls are to blame on her. I don't agree with all of them, but she did her best.
Timeout taken by Temple. With 2:49 to go here in the fourth quarter. And, you know, Nikki, the full court pressure for Temple has been effective in this fourth quarter. And at this juncture in the game, it's about maximizing each possession.
You're right, and you know, you have to realize that everything matters. Every little thing you do from here on out really makes such a big difference.
We talked about the equal opportunity offense that Temple wants to play with. 5 players in double figures on Saturday against UTSA. That's the 4th time this year. And, you know, you and I were talking before the game today, Nikki, that was exactly the type of offensive performance that Temple was looking for. That's how Diane Richardson coaches it. And you look at the results.
You're right, and you know, I think she has been trying to instill this in them since coming to Temple, and I don't think it's clicked for them all the time, but this is a game that it certainly is clicked for them.
Temple's 2 leading scorers on the season, Tiara East and Aaliyah Nelson, both pulling their weight tonight, combining for 39 points. And Aaliyah Nelson always knows when the camera's on her.
I don't know how she knows it, but she is like, she just knows.
She is a natural. If she were to go into sports media after her college basketball career wraps up, or even professional career, I think she'd be a natural.
I actually talked to her last season. At the end of last season, she said she was thinking about it. She's taking some sports media classes, so maybe we'll see her on air next season.
Well, this is a great school to take sports media classes in. Several graduates have gone on to fantastic careers, including the man doing the Learfield call tonight for Temple, Ray Dunn, a recent graduate. Nelson, runner is no good. Cleared by Robinson. And then Robinson lost it. Demi Washington got Colonel off her feet and will shoot 2.
A great job by Washington. A simple up fake makes all the difference. We haven't seen any player really use that up fake. Tiara East was able to get her hands in the passing lane and translate that defense to offense for Washington.
Six points for Demi Washington tonight. Wake Forest, North Carolina native. 3 years at Vanderbilt. She sat out the 2021 campaign. Two free throws to make it a 10-point game with 2:18 to go as Jaleesa Molina checks in for Washington. Hardaway traveled on the catch.
You know, seeing it from her perspective, she's right in front of us, in front of our table. There were 3 Temple players running right at her, so I think if I was in her position, I may have traveled as well.
Tucker got it. It's an 8-point game.
Well, that's all that needs to happen. I think Temple's really been trying to force it underneath the basket, but get those short corner 15-foot range shot to knock those down.
Lampkin spinning. Timeout North Texas with 7 on the shot clock as this quarter has been all Temple. And Jason Burton maybe wasn't expecting coming into this fourth quarter that he'd need to call timeout to get his team a bucket late to try to secure this win.
I don't think his team was anticipating this as well. They played so well in the third quarter, but they've only scored 6 points in the fourth quarter compared to Temple's 20.
In this fourth quarter, it has been turnovers that are problematic. 11 of them in this quarter, 15 overall in the half, and 22 in the game for North Texas. Granted, given the pace that both of these teams play, there's going to be a lot of possessions in the game anyway, but boy, 11 turnovers in a quarter is a lot, no
Well,
matter the pace you're playing.
No, you're right, and I think credit to Temple because they were able to turn up their defense. They started this full court press, which has gotten them a few turnovers.
Hardaway gets the roll inside.
A great job to score after the timeout.
Nelson on the attack. That's an offensive foul. Well done by Shamaria Duncan, reading that set.
But Duncan has done so much for her team, especially defensively. She slid in on that help side defense, was able to take that charge. But for Temple, you see that coming. You have to be able to pull up and take a jump shot instead.
Colonel. A foul is called on Demi Washington. It looked like Colonel stepped on the sideline as she caught it.
Well, that's what the Temple bench was pleading, that she stepped out first.
Critical free throws here for Desiree Colonel. Let's get another look.
Yeah.
Could have been that right hand from Washington.
Yeah, I think it was a foul. I wasn't able to see her feet, but I think she kind of was a little bit too close with her hands.
Colonel, first one is good. Graduate student, Newton, Kansas. Hunting a double-double tonight. She's got now 13 and 9. 2 big free throws. Let's get back to a 12-point game. Nelson. Working with Tucker. East, kick out. We have a foul off the ball. Foul is on Jacqueline Moore.
A great job, Tiara East, being aggressive and really just holding her own while driving to the basket against this tough, aggressive North Texas defense.
East and Nelson each with 20 tonight. East now with 21. Hardaway. Inside, Colonel. Lampkin. Spinning. Able to keep her pivot foot. Duncan dribbled it off her foot. That'll be a backcourt violation.
A great all-around defensive effort by Temple, just really keeping players in front, not allowing anyone to just drive past them to where they don't even need to use the helper defense because everyone's guarding their own.
Under 30 seconds to go in this one. North Texas going to earn their first ever win in American Athletic Conference play as Hardaway comes up with the rebounds. And looks like Mean Green were awarded a timeout. And I believe the officials are not sure which they are reporting. It actually is going to be a foul on Tristan Taylor. So Hardaway is going to shoot a couple of free throws here.
I think North Texas was pleading that they did not call a timeout.
Brianna Hardaway, sophomore from Jonesboro, Arkansas. This is the front end. But the massive bounce back for North Texas at the free throw line tonight compared to their conference opener against Charlotte is the difference in winning and losing for them. 20 of 25 tonight.
I think also the rebounding, I think they were able to limit Temple just a little bit on what they want to do with how they are crashing the boards, because North Texas was also crashing just as hard.
And that'll do it. North Texas 73, Temple 74, Temple 63.